Hey, morning. Hi. Here we go into daily practice. We are in the second day of the Dear Mother. And guess what? I figured out what oracle we're going to use for this month. It's the newly out Wild Goddess Oracle by husband and wife team Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. I think they're married. I actually don't. They're partners. They're partners. They're magical and love and art partners. And it is a 52 card deck with a guidebook. They make collages and then they have, you know, these beautiful art pieces that are kind of a compilation of different things. So that is going to be the deck we're using. And it's interesting because their deck, instead of having the same back for each card, they have an individual writing on each card about the picture that's on the other side. So it's kind of hard to just pick without knowing what you're picking, but we're going to try. So we're going to do that in just 1 second. Yeah, see, like I can see. How am I going to do this? But we're going to try it and see. And I'm excited. This is the first time I've used one of their decks in my daily divinations. But I've admired their work for a long time. Oh, hang on. There's something in my candle holder. There we go. Come on, later. I know you've got a little life left in you. We're working with the Dear Mother this month in the temple and with the theme of female leadership and the coming of the light. There is a silent stillness all around you. We float together high above the mountain. You and I are one. There is a silent stillness all around you. We float together high above the mountain. You and I are one. There is a silent stillness all around you. We float together high above the mountain. You and I are one. You and I are one. You and I are one. All right. Let's see if I can. I guess shuffling. I guess if I can see while I'm shuffling, it's not so bad, but I'd rather not. I want the surprise. Of which card I choose. Since this is a brand new deck, I'm going to give a couple more shuffles. Maybe if I just sort of let my eyes unfocus, or I can just close them and go by feel. All right, today's card is the Resolute. The Resolute. Good morning. She looks like she means business. And the affirmation from this card is, if you do not resolve to be patient and endure tough times, Success may appear to you to always be in the future or in another's power. The resolute wild goddess has seen and suffered what no woman should ever endure. Yet she has not only survived, but also thrived. She has made peace with the fact that the past trauma's effects upon her will always be there, and she has resolved to live her life as best she can. Her coin encrusted crown symbolizes that she has what is necessary to make her way in the harsh reality of daily life without having to rely on anyone. The appearance of the resolute wild goddess in your reading is a reminder that when faced with difficulties, we can either quit or resolve to go on. Either choice can be the appropriate one. We suffer when we want things to be as they are. We suffer when we want things to be as they are not and ignore opportunities and goodness in things as they are. If you appreciate this, you will find it easier to endure doing without the goal you seek. Okay, so some of the way that this is worded is like hard to follow. We suffer when we want things to be as they are not and ignore opportunities and the goodness in things as they are. If you appreciate this, you will find it easier to endure doing without the goal you seek. Interesting, really interesting way of framing that. I agree with the message in whole, but I think that the language that's been used to describe it is unnecessarily convoluted. The reality is, yes, surviving and thriving and making peace with the fact that whatever has caused us harm in the past is going to leave some type of a mark. That part makes a lot of sense. I would dare say that the focus on doing without is not quite, it's like falls short of the actual ideal. The actual ideal is to be able to appreciate and understand that what you have now is the result of all of your strength and your persistence and your care and your effort, and that it is enough. It is enough. And to be grateful for that, to be grateful, maybe not for the trauma of what has happened or the difficulty of what has happened, but to be grateful for the strength and the fortitude and the endurance and the patience and the personal wealth of knowledge that have arisen in the wake of whatever you've survived. I would say that that is the actual gift of being resolute. Resolute means you're resolved in yourself. You have allowed yourself to become still enough to perceive all of the goodness that is within you and all of the strength that you have achieved as a result of everything you've endured. Not that you will resolve to go without and that that's okay, but rather that you have resolved that what is, and that you have what it takes to meet it. This card is a really powerful card. Her coins on her headdress, her long earrings and jewelry symbolize, and the flowers blooming symbolize that although this woman has been through much, she is actually doing quite well now. And so let's really take a moment and think about the many times in our lives when we wondered, will I make it? Am I going to be okay? Is this all there is? Is there some type of other shoe that's going to drop? Think about all the times when your heart got into a grip of fear that the negative thing was always going to happen, that it would never end. But also think about all the times in your life that you've gotten into the mistaken thought that all the good that's happening is always going to be that way and that it won't end either, because on both sides of that equation is suffering. Whether you expect that it's always going to be difficult or whether you expect that it's always going to be good, you're in for suffering either way. The better place to sort of try to spend one's time is in the awareness that there will be the rolling tides of both good and difficult in one's life, and that by simply putting one foot in front of the other and leveraging your wisdom, knowledge, and skills along the way, you will be enough to meet everything that comes, all the boons and all of the challenges. So today, let's be resolute in our self knowing that we have what it takes. And that part of the reason we have what it takes is because of all the difficulties. And that the other part of the reason we have what it takes is because of all the good. That's our short bit for today. First card from the Wild Goddess Oracle, number 17, the Resolute. Now let's dive into Guanyin practice with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And I'm putting this candle out just because I keep my burn bowl on the floor and I don't want my skirt to catch on fire when I walk past it. Just so you know, it's not that I don't want the dear mother to have her proper candle. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today we're holding Hengyu and her wonderful, sweet little cat, Charmy, whose time has come. He has lived a very long and happy life, and he has been quite the little magical wizard of a cat. And he's now at the end. May his journey be easy, painless, and may Hengyu have comfort for her heart. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Shi Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. "108 recitations now of Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, calling out to the one who does remain resolute no matter what's going on, who's able to stay in awareness of compassion, whether things are good or bad. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pu Sa. And our brief prayer for summoning prosperity by Jamgyam Mipom Rinpoche. Hung Chosum Sasum Nakdang Chake Tu Tenyo Sishi Chayang Getsin Kun Dirku Dirdu Page Minu Pardeki Tashi Lekso Palbar Sho. Whom, by the power of mantras and mudras of the three jewels and three roots, may all the good omens, abundance, and prosperity of the animate and inanimate universe, both samsara and nirvana, be summoned and gathered here and expand without ever declining, so that the splendor of happiness, well-being, auspiciousness, and all that is good may blaze forth. Hung Chosum Sasum Napdang Chakye Tu Tenyo Sishi Chayang Getsin Kun Dirku Dirdu Pelge Minu Pardeki Tashi Lexo Palbar Sho. Now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hung, sending out resolute patience, endurance, and compassion to all who are suffering, particularly to Hengyu and Charmy today. Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechin Yeshu Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a really good day. Thank you for your 108 Jasai. And don't forget to post your counts if you chanted along with me. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye now.